What's up, guys? Curlypotamus here, coming live from my computer room. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater, even though it's almost February, and that's because it's like 16, 17 degrees outside, and I just had to go out in the backyard with the big old Grutopotamus. The giant baby will not use the bathroom when it's that cold outside unless I go stand in the backyard with him. I got to be miserable, I guess. I guess me being miserable makes it easier for him to go. Just puts his little soul at ease, I guess. So I came back upstairs and said, hey, let's give this a try for the first time. I'm going to do a reaction video to the 2026 Dark Horse SC reveal that Ford did just a couple of weeks ago. First time doing it, so bear with me. Hopefully I'll give you guys some good information and get some valuable feedback myself.
Dark Horse SC is race bred street cred. Every time I start.
So race bred street cred, that is the tagline that Ford is going with on the Dark Horse SC, which is actually a joint venture between the Dark Horse team and the GTD team. If you're not familiar with either one of those vehicles, the GTD is Ford's purpose-built supercar. I know they're saying it's a production car, but it is a purpose-built supercar. It's $300,000 to $500,000, depending on how you want it equipped, and it's worth every penny of it if you've got that kind of money, but most of us don't. The Dark Horse Mustang is an upgrade on the 5.0, the GT that is commonly available. I've actually got two Dark Horses in stock right now. But with that being said, it is a 5.0 making 500 horsepower, where the standard 5.0 is making 480, 487 if you have the variable exhaust. You do have some more upgrades, forged internal connecting rods, things like that, differently tuned chassis. If you're a stick shift kind of guy, if you like that 3-pedal car, the Dark Horse is available with a Tremec transmission, a special manual. That is a ton of fun. I've driven one. You can feel the difference when you drive them, but when you look at them on paper, a lot of people were like, this is not really up there with that GT500, that GT350 that we'd come to expect. Of course, Ford no longer has the partnership with Shelby, so everything they're doing is in-house or with RTR, who is actually coming out with a factory-built EcoBoost Mustang later this year, which I'm interested to learn some more about. With that being said, back to the Dark Horse SC, because I'm pretty excited about it.
The vehicle, it's like a shot of adrenaline.
It moves your brain back in your head just a little bit.
Dark Horse SC is the best track car we can make. It's the pinnacle of Mustang performance.
This is really for the adrenaline junkie, someone who's really into performance right from the factory.
We have people saying, hey, I love your new Mustang Dark Horse, but I want more power, or I want more braking.
Dark Horse SC.
So first of all, that is a beautiful car. Not just getting a couple of badges or stickers. You've got completely different aero, which is on purpose. This is going to feature the 5.2 liter supercharged Predator motor. No exact numbers yet right now, but you are getting 815 horsepower out of the GTD. I expect will be over 800. Most likely in this vehicle, or if not, the very, very high 7s. With that kind of power, you need a lot of extra aero, a lot of extra cooling, a lot of extra downforce. So they do have a completely redesigned front fascia and hood. Tons of cooling coming out of that hood and tons of downforce. That rear wing that they've got there is actually performs so well, about 10% more downforce without raising the profile of the vehicle. So not blocking visibility or anything like that. It performs so well that the GTD team has decided that they are going to adopt it to the Mustang GTD, even though it was developed by the Dark Horse team. Braking, you're going to have Brembo brakes. They're going to be standard all the way around. If you go up to the track pack, you're also going to pick up the carbon fiber discs. So track pack's also going to add the Magnerized suspension and some different wheels too.
Delivers all the time.
One of the biggest challenges is as you start increasing the power, the vehicle's got to be able to handle that power. We've got to put more aero into it, more chassis into it, more brake into it.
During development, we shared the learnings from GTD. For example, the supercharged 5.2 liter engine coupled with a dual clutch transmission.
So one of the things people have complained about with the GT500, with the GTD, and with this is it is only available in the manual. I'm sorry, the automatic transmission. There is no manual offering. With that being said, this car was meant to race, not just to go to the back of the Dragon, which is perfectly fine. would be a blast to do in a standard Dark Horse with the trim transmission. The RTR Spec 3s, the way they're set up, tuned, and the suspension has been altered with the manual transmission, be a blast. This car was meant to go to the track and win. You cannot shift faster than this car can. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are. It's science. It's math. It's engineering. Maybe it kills some of the fun, but it also, if you cross that finish line first, takes the place of that, I guess.
But there's so much more than that. Whether it's the balance of the chassis, the way that it feels planted, the carbon ceramic brakes, as well as the cooling of the vehicle.
The entire fuel system's the same.
Between the work my team did on the tires, the variable traction control, the aerodynamics, Magna-Ride dampers, and the chassis tuning, they all...
So like I said before, there is going to be an optional track pack that is going to give you the carbon fiber wheels, the carbon brakes, the Magna-Ride suspension. All of that's going to be not standard, but if you're really going to do some serious tracking, that might be worth paying the extra money.
Come together to just make a super approachable car.
When you think about Mustang racing and NASCAR, NHRA, Australia Supercars, all the sports car racing series, we truly now have that real-time innovation and tech transfer that goes race to road to race to road.
It really puts the European competitive set on notice.
It shows we are committed to Mustang, we are committed to performance.
That's what we do at Ford Racing. We push the boundaries of what is legal in a production vehicle.
Okay, so guys, they said it right there. They've changed from Ford Performance to Ford Racing, and they have a new dedication to racing. However, this is a street legal production vehicle. So it is set up to go right out there. You can drive it down the road, no problems, all that good stuff. But they want it to be special. This is not the daily driver Mustang. This is not the get in and go to work every day. This is it stays in the garage. It gets trailered there. I mean, I guess you can drive it. If you got the money to blow just driving it from track to track, that's fine. I don't. I know one of the biggest problems people are having with Mustangs right now, they have gone up in price. They are not practical vehicles. They are fun vehicles. Unfortunately, the more fun the vehicle is, it seems like the more expensive it is. With that being said, drop me some comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Any guesses on price? Any guesses on horsepower? Any feedback on it? On the looks, on the design. Guys, I understand it's expensive. That's the only comment you have to make, is that they're not affordable. I get that. I can't afford one either, but if you know someone who can, or you happen to be somebody who can, I'd love to order one when we get our first allocation. Guys, thanks for bearing with me.